Hello everyone! Today we are going to do an infill on my overlaid nails, natural nails that has a gel overlay. I was going to change the design, so my nails had grown a little bit out, and I have already done the cuticle prep and sanitized these. So I went straight in with the primer, and I'm also going to use only Madame Glam's product in this video. I will be using Madame Glam's mini collection from July. So over to the base coat on all these nails. Actually, when you're doing a tiny infill like this, where you do not need to file down any bulk and do not need an apex replacement or adjustment, you can actually do an infill with a base gel. But here I'm going to do my little infill with color. You will see when I get there. That is not advisable to do, especially not if that color is is opaque, because a lamp will not handle that. So cure the base layer, and here I'm going in with one of Madame Glam's very sheer gel polishes that are meant for manicures and very subtle looks. So these are, as you can see, very sheer. So I'm using that as a build up, a little bit build up in the apex area. But that is only because I know that this will cure in the lamp. But this was also just a week or two before they launched their rubber base coat line. So when I was doing this, I was like, oh, I wish Madame Glam could have made a base coat line with different colors. And just a week or two later, they announced that they had 6 beautiful shades of rubber base coat. So when you put on a rubber base or a colored base coat, you can go straight ahead and do your design on top. You do not need another color on top of that. So that is brilliant for gel manicure. Gel manicure, but overlay designs and so on, that want to show off their natural nail bed with a little bit of color to them. So you can see I'm talking through all this thing here, but you can see that I'm just putting on a layer with this color and shoving a little bit of that color up and into the cuticle area. And here is that collection from July. And I'm putting all the colors down on a palette. I was not sure which one to use yet, but I ended up using everyone, beside from one, I think. The names are in the side here, and of course you can go in and buy these at Madame Glam, especially if they get back in stock. So I'm using a liquid tape from Gardner Green to around my cuticles, because I knew that I was going to do some messing around the cuticle area with some ombre. And this latex, no, it's not a latex actually, it's liquid tape. I'm not sure if it's any difference, but this is such a brilliant tape, because when I put my fingers together, it does not stick together and mess up my everything. So I'm also going to use Madame Glam's new brushes. I like to soak all my brushes in a base gel, clear base gel. I had no use for this one here, so I went over and used the regular bottle brush here because I'm going to do an ombre. So it was just to get the paint on the nail and start working with the ombre brush from Madame Glam. And this ombre brush is beautiful. And not beautiful, but not just beautiful, but so amazing, because it has so much extra bristles than the cheap ones that you get, that separates and just go into two different forks. Yeah, it's horrible, the other ones, but this one keeps its shapes and you make beautiful ombre with it. And I'm using Madame Glam's different liner brushes, different one to different type of things that I will be doing. I go around my cuticle area to get the gel up against my cuticle but not mess up my cuticle, and just fade that green over and kind of into the green, so it's a very subtle ombre. So that is why I go over and stamp a little bit more yellow after I've cured it. This was actually my July design. This is a little bit late, sorry. And here I am doing kind of a French ombre, maybe you can call it that. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, not that precise, but that is what it's because I'm going to put some flowers on there, and so it does not need to be perfect. But I think I got to this point when I figure out that I was going to use a trick that I learned way back. It's not always those tips and tricks fall down in my head when I wouldn't need them to, but I put down a little bit a blob of base gel where that natural color is on my nail bed. So I have some wet to blend that green color into. So that makes it so much easier to make an ombre. And I do the same here where I use the orange and make kind of more of a diagonal French sort of. And I started to do that and use that base gel on that area where I have that nail bed color, and that it made it so much easier to blend the ombre. And of course that trick will also be very helpful if you have problem doing a baby boomer, because sometimes when you put your hand in the lamp that maybe your gel are a little bit too dry, so maybe you just need a little bit more wet gel to blend those two colors into each other, and it works perfectly. This is also a trick that we use a lot, or I'm not sure why I say we. I use a lot when I do a lot when I do some nail art and so on, to blend different colors into each other. I always blend a little bit of base gel in there. So the satisfying bit is to peel off that liquid tape. Oh, but it's also a little bit tricky and messy. But this, as you can see, it does not stick, and I love that. It's just peeling it off and no fuss. And now I go in with, I'm not sure if the this liner brush is the 9mm or the 11mm liner, but one of them. And I'm doing a French tip with this. I paint actually the whole tip with this liner brush, just so I do not make a lot of mess in the corners, because the trick with doing a really nice French is to make really crisp corners, and of course crisp and even smile line and cap the edges. And cure this, and I also did that on my thumb and put down a green blob. I had not a specific idea for this blob. It looks weird, but I was going to do some contrasting thing here, and I also put that the base gel around it so I could fade that green onto my nail plate, so it did not look like a a pea that has just smashed into my thumb or something. Yeah. But you will see there are some method to the madness here, I hope. And I cure it when I have faded this wherever I wanted it to be. I was not sure if I wanted to keep it inside the smile line or not, but I guess I went over. So this is the shorter one, this is the 7mm long one, and I'm going to put down some small petals and make some small flowers, daisies or something like that, in all the other different colors. So I'm just putting petals here and there and making flowers. And for the center color, or the center in the flower, I just put random colors in the center to make it a little bit more flimsy. And this is a really easy art to do for beginners. You can use anything sharp. You don't need a nail brush for this. You can use a needle, you can use a toothpick, you can use an orange wood stick, you can use anything that is sharp. So it's really easy. And this one I'm going to cover in small daisies. If you're not satisfied with it, so you can just wipe it off again. That's the lovely thing about gel. Just keep in mind to freeze cure your your design while you're working, because if you mess up some of the flowers, you are not able to wipe away the ones, or you're going to wipe away the ones that you also like. So I flash cure in between every 2-3 flowers and so on. I did this, I'm not sure if I said it because I have done this voiceover a couple of times now. I'm not sure if I said it, but I made this way back in July. So I am so sorry that it does not come out until now. It does not come out until the autumn colors are out, but it comes out. So now I'm just putting on some small dot and even smaller dots. I like to use my painting brushes like I do here to make dots, but you can of course use all other things like I said earlier, or of course also dotting tools in different sizes. So this is what I came up with on my green, over my green lump. It was not it was not what I had in mind, but it just happened to be these dots. So I'm putting on a bigger flower here, because it's a bigger nail, and some dots on my index finger. I'm not sure if I have a lot more to say here. Of course, go into Madame Glam and check them out and get your hands on some of these goodies. This is the neon. These are soft cream neon colors. They are gorgeous, and of course you can paint with them, as you can see. But Madame Glam also has a beautiful new painting gels out there. That these brushes that I'm working with are specifically made to work with these painting gels, because they are a little bit harder to work with regular gel polish, because the bristles are so thin that they are really made for that highly pigmented and thin painting gel. So I'm soon finished here. You can get the 30% coupon code on Madame Glam if you want to pay as you go, and use Nails on Norway as the code. And of course, if you like this video, please give me a huge big thumb up, because I need YouTube to be on my side. The algorithms on YouTube like to see thumbs up, and I also do. And of course, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Click on the notification bell so you get updates whenever I get new videos out. And yeah, comment if you like. I would like to see what you have to say. Be nice in the comments box. I like that also. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you want to see how I made this overlay, I will leave a link in the description box below, and also in the corner of the video here, so you can see how I made this overlay, and also how I made the prep, also how I prep my nail before an overlay. So thank you for watching, everybody, and bye bye for now. I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.